Today we are going to be reading an entitled parents story called "My Wife and I Had to Explain to the Neighbor That Our Dog is Part of Our Family and no, they can't just have him." Okay, and this story is from Ask Reddit. Here we go. A little over a year ago, when my neighbor moved into the townhouse next to us, and things seemed great. Their kids were nice, and overall seemed like they were part of a loving home. They were quirky but nice people who were always willing to help, from installing a screen door to enjoying a beer and a decent conversation about home improvement. One day, red flags started popping up. Halloween came up a few months after they moved in, and we could hear all kinds of banging and pounding coming from the side of the house they are attached to. We thought it was just the kids playing and having fun until the father called me crying on the phone over how he was angry they didn't get invited to a party at the house. The owner of that house has a policy with the neighbors. If my garage door is open, feel free to stop in and join us. You are always invited. A few weeks later, the kids got the idea that our dog should have sleepover with them and started asking to walk with him sometimes, which at first we saw was cute. And it was, until one day the kids were asking about having a doggy sleepover. Once in a while, their mother pulled me away from my wife and said that it was really unfair that we get to have our dog all week long and they have to build their schedule to see him around our lives and when we were home. I really had no clue what to say, but then she doubted me, insisting that their family should have him on weekends because I work shift and get to see him all week long as much as I want. Honestly, I think that this entitled parents not too bad compared to some other ones, but it's still pretty bad entitled parents. Hi guys, so we have another story from entitled parents here. This one's called "Karen Crashes into My Jeep and Expects Me to Pay Her Car for Her Damages Because Her Children Will starve if she pays to fix her car." Okay, so some backstory. I own a Jeep. Hashtag Jeep Live. Okay, fully built. Lift kit, ADD bumpers, the whole shebang. So one day I'm coming home from work and it's a summer day. The roof is off and I'm having some open top fun. Stop at a red light and suddenly screech! Bang! I drive forward slightly and go back to assess the damage, and lo and behold, it's a Mercedes C-Class new one on that as well. Completely destroyed from the front, and my beautiful Jeep has no damage apart from a few scratches. I went to check on the passenger of the Mercedes, got them out luckily. She was unharmed. These Mercedes are definitely safe. Under a minute after she's out of the car, she starts screaming about how I wrecked into her car. I told her calmly that she was the one who ran me. I think she understood how my hitting her would be impossible. I offered to share our insurance details because I knew that a Mercedes damage doesn't come cheap, but she said that she didn't have insurance. She insisted that I pay her $10,000 in cash. How she got this number? I don't know. I said that was just plain wrong as she hit me and it's her fault for not having insurance. She then went on a ramble about how her kids needed money and they had no money at the time, and now her kids will have to starve because she will have to pay to fix her car, and how it will be all my fault when they are on the street tomorrow. Yeah, on the street with a Mercedes, my booty. That is why you should have insurance. But no, she said that she would call the cops if I didn't pay her. I refuse, as this is just so dumb. So she then calls the cops. Yeah, cops came, assessed the damage, and asked us what happened. And she said, I quote unquote, he backed into me at full speed on a red light, SMH. So so then they asked me what happened, and I told them, and it became he said she said the situation. Luckily, a shopkeeper was there and saw the whole thing and even captured it on the surveillance camera. Needless to say, I came out on top. Cops got her for reckless driving and driving without insurance. She then started yelling at the cops about how they would just let a criminal get away. They explained that I did nothing wrong and that they now had video evidence. The partner of the cop came to me and told me if I could drive, I can leave. So I got in my Jeep and just left. Never want to have a Karen experience again. Not worth it. P.S. If you have a lifted Jeep with heavy-duty bumpers as a Mercedes, can't do much damage. TLDR. Karen crashes into me, wrecked her car, and had no insurance, and wanted me to pay $10K. Yeah, cops came and ticketed her. Thank you all for watching, and I hope you have a good life. Goodbye.